Hey everybody, welcome back to the best U.S. Mint News channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is July 20, 2024, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the half dollar. Not necessarily the Kennedy half dollar, but the half dollar. You might be wondering what's going on with that. Well, I got to show you. But before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to reach a bazillion subs. That's a huge number. Not sure exactly what the number is, but it's ginormous, right? Now, we're always live and never edited. Oh, I want to remind you. Now, check this out. Now, here we are. We're going to find ourselves over on whatnot.com. And I wanted to remind you that my giveaway is still going on for that 1996 uncirculated coin set. Yeah, with the W dime. That's huge, all right? All you got to do is just download Whatnot using my link in the description box or the pinned comment below and make a purchase anywhere on the app and you'll get $15 off. Or follow me and watch any stream for 20 minutes. I'll be streaming tonight right here, as you can see, 7:30, all right, Eastern time. Now, if you want to use your free $15 there, that's awesome. You can use it anywhere. And the winner is chosen in a month for the giveaway. And I will have some items on the marketplace. Now let's get over here to moneymetals.com. All right, gold ended the week at 24.11.10, silver at 29.41, platinum 9.76.10, and yes, palladium at 9.47.90. It looks like everything's pretty low here on this end, but on the left side, gold's still above $2,400, and silver, yeah, it's still close to that $30 mark. And I saw that ChatGPT said that the price of silver ending 2024 is going to be closer to $35. What do you think, folks? What's the target price for silver in the next 4 or 5 months? What do you think it's going to be? Let me know in the comments below. Now let's keep on keeping on. This is the bullion sales at the United States Mint, and yesterday was the 19th, but yeah, we had no new numbers. And if I check the let's see here, we have 1 week full and then another 3 days, so we have about 8 more reporting days of the month. And then obviously the first week of August, we might get some new numbers in here as well. So about 2.5 weeks, I guess the Mint has to get these numbers up. But isn't it interesting? Here we are, the 20th, and we have just two 1 ounce and a 1/4 ounce gold eagles and no American silver eagle sales. That's remarkable, especially when we're seeing gold, silver prices the way we are. Because generally, people don't like to catch a falling knife, meaning basically, when things are going down, they don't like to buy, right? It's the weird psychology of precious metals, but when it's going up, people tend to buy. Isn't that something? Now let's keep on keeping on. This is numismaticnews.com. Or is it net? I forget. I didn't mean to rhyme that time. Sorry. This is called Kennedy half dollar sparked interest in numismatics. Absolutely. This is by Patrick Heller, dated July 18, 2024. One way the United States mourned President John F. Kennedy's death was to replace the Benjamin Franklin half dollar with a new one featuring Kennedy half dollar. And there it is. I think, honestly, this is probably one of the most beloved coins in modern mintages. What am I trying to say? Okay, so there's the Morgan dollar, right? So that's probably the most highly coveted collectible coin in U.S. Mint history. And I think this is number 2, in my opinion. And it's just amazing how many people really love the Kennedy half dollar. Well, it's gonzo after 61 years. I got to tell you, I've already done a video about it. Let me show you here. This is the CCAC meeting images for the 2026 semi-quincentennial coin program for the half dollar. And as you can see, well, these are the obverse, and Kennedy is nowhere to be found. That's right. So at the end of 2025, well, Kennedy is, no longer available on this coin, but he will return in 2027, but it will look nothing like you see here today. I think the image bust there is going to be facing the right instead of left, and the reverse is going to feature, I think, Paralympics, if I'm not mistaken. Now, let's keep on keeping on with this article. It says here, public reaction to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy on November 22nd, 1963, led to a massive surge in the number of coin collectors. One of the ways that the nation commemorated his death was the replacement of the Benjamin Franklin half dollar with a new one featuring Kennedy. Within a month of Kennedy's death, Congress passed and President Johnson signed a bill into law for the new half dollar. Mint sculptors Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparo had already done work on designs, which led to the quick preparation of master dies. The first coins were offered to the public March 24, 1964, and these were 90% silver, I believe. This may be a record for the shortest time, at least in recent decades, between the introduction of legislation in the Congress and the resulting coins of being released to the public. Now, I wonder, did they have the CCAC and the Commission of Fine Arts also looking at the designs, giving them a thumbs up or a nod or something of that nature? I don't know. Probably not. I remember when the first 1964 Kennedy half dollars reached the banks in the town where I lived at the time. It seemed like everyone who had obtained one was asking everyone else if they had seen it. If not, the owner would promptly show it off. Hey, I got one right here. Look at that. Wow, huh? Rather than entering everyday commerce, an extremely high percentage of the earliest pieces were hoarded by numismatists and non-numismatists alike. In fact, Kennedy half dollars have seen little circulation ever since then, right? And isn't that something? And they have called them recently, in recent years, and NIFC, and that's not intended for circulation, when the Mint stopped producing these for circulation in 1970. But what's interesting is that, well, they're back in circulation, and I got to tell you, when I was listening to the CCAC meeting here, July 15th, and I think it was the 16th, actually, when they were talking about the Kennedy half dollar, or the half dollar, actually, because it's not a Kennedy half dollar any longer, at least not for 2026. They really were pushing this to get into circulation. The CCAC, and they don't really have any say about coins getting into circulation, which ones do and which ones don't. That's part of the Federal Reserve Bank, right? FRB. So if they say, hey, we're going to order these half dollars, well, or maybe I don't know. But what's interesting is they were really pushing for this coin to get out into the general public. And there is the obverse, that's the reverse. And I think this is the reverse they're going to be going with. And this is the obverse they're going to be going with. So let's keep on with that article. Really interesting time we're in. We are very lucky. We still, I believe, are in the great American coin renaissance that started in 1999. Okay. Now, the introduction of Kennedy half dollar coincided with the rise of price in silver, which led to the U.S. Mint to cease issuing 90% silver dimes, quarters, and half dollars beyond those dated in 1964, some of which were struck in 1965 and maybe in 1966 pickup sticks. Wouldn't that be something? And I do believe they Mint blamed collectors. Right? Remember that? That's a tough pill to swallow. Now it says here, between the appearance of Kennedy halves and the disappearance of silver from circulating U.S. coins, 1964 saw a major surge in the number of people beginning to collect coins, which included me. This magnitude of new interest of numismatics was not matched until the introduction of the statehood quarters in 1999. Hey, I was just talking about that, how we are now in the, great American coin renaissance, started in 1999. Absolutely. That's amazing. Now, there's a question here. Last week asked which signer of the U.S. government paper money had previously become the second African-American to serve in the United States Senate. The answer is Blanche Kelso Bruce, born Bruce. Born into slavery, Bruce was elected to the Mississippi legislature to serve as U.S. Senator from 1875 to 1881. He serves as the United States Registrar of the Treasury from May 21, 1881 to June 5, 1885. In his position, his signature, B.K. Bruce, appeared on U.S. paper money of the era. Now, this week's is who was the first married couple to appear on the same issue of U.S. currency. Come back next week to find the answer. Let's keep on keeping on. I did show you the CFA, or the CCAC images, and I talked a little bit about those, how that one is the obverse, and the other one with the torch is going to be the reverse. That's right there. And it's got really interesting. Knowledge is the only guardian of true liberty. Isn't that amazing? So make sure everybody you know is educated. That way they can be guardians of liberty. And what does that say about people who aren't educated? Is that a bummer in the summer? Are they not going to be able to defend liberty? I don't know. I don't believe that, but that's just a cool saying, right? And that's interesting. Now, that begs the question. So what is 2025? What are those Kennedy half dollars going to be like? And are they going to be a key date? Isn't 2026? Isn't everything in 2026 going to be a key date coin? And I would think next year is also going to be a key date coin because, well, if you look at the CCAC meetings, just about all of the coins of our circulating coins are changing. The dime, the Declaration of Independence quarter, the U.S. Constitution quarter, the half dollar, and that's going to be amazing, folks. Let me go. I'll just go back, I guess, back to the future. There we go. Half dollar. So, like I said, let's talk a little bit about the Kennedy half dollar from I almost said 1995 for 2025. So, after 61 years, this is it, folks. You won't see this obverse anymore, where Kennedy face is left, and you won't see this reverse of the, I guess, the heraldic eagle, so to speak, with the presidential seal, with the olive branch and the arrows. Yeah, that's it. So what do? Do you actually subscribe to these items? Or do you just go, you know what, I don't need these, I don't want these, it's an end of an era, and I don't care. So where are you at with this? And I got to tell you, The product limit, I don't know if the Mint's going to add more or take away from the product limit, but we stand at 11,550 for the 200 coin bag. And some people feel that the bags are actually contain better looking coins than they do the ones that are in rolls, because the one that go in rolls have to be put in a machine, and then, you know what I'm saying? You feel me there, right? Yeah. So the bag, they just dump them in and there you go. Right? So that's really interesting. And also, I guess it begs the question, do you do the Kennedy $half two roll? I think this one makes the most sense, seeing how it's $34.50. Obviously, the other one is going to be $147 for 200 coins. That's almost $50 for $100 worth of coins, right? So that's amazing. And then this one, you get 2 rolls, which is $10 and $20 for $14.50, because you're getting that $20 back, right? So I always say it's $14.50. I do think that the United States Mint is going to raise the clad prices very shortly. You know, they already raised the clad prices for the American Women quarters. We're at $60 for that 3-roll set when we were below 60. I think we were below 55 at some point. But that's remarkable. So like I said, I think the United States Mint's going to raise prices on their clad coins starting in 2025. We'll probably get that announcement probably sometime in December, maybe early January. And what does that mean for these prices? Well, it'll probably be about $45, I would imagine, that we're going to have to pay for the 2-roll set. And the Mint could do this knowing that these are going to be key date coins. And it's just one of those things, right? Yeah. Let's keep on keeping on. Got a few more things to talk about here. This is also numismaticnews.net. It says non-circulating commemoratives heat up. That's non-circulating legal tenders, what it really means. They have been with us for a long time, but it's almost like the market for these collectibles is just getting started. Absolutely. And this is kind of a really cool article. It's by Richard Gidroyich, July 18, 2024. And it's talking about that crossover with DC Comics and the United States Mint. Now, it says here, perhaps the number of coins and banknotes is used in daily financial transactions on the decline, but not so when it comes to non-circulating legal tender commemoratives. And they've been with us for a long time, but almost like the market for these collectibles is just getting started. And it talks about all these items. Now, the bottom line is this. If you think the coin collecting hobby is strong now, you haven't seen anything yet, because they're talking about how many people are going to be brought into the fray of coin collecting, numismatics, especially from the United States Mint, when they do this crossover with DC Comics. Yeah, that's incredible. Oh, and one other thing here. It says here, in other related developments, Amazon and Walmart are joining this expanding coin market. Walmart's website reading, coins listed at or above $1,000 must be graded by NGC, PMG, or PCGS, or they will not be allowed. So if you go over here to Walmart, yeah, they sell coins. The precious metal shop, bars and coins in gold, silver, and more. Shop now. And it isn't just basically Walmart. It's, you know, SD. I think it's some bullion dealers are actually, like AppMex, you can see there. If you click some of these other ones, I'll just click this one here. I don't know what I'm going to see here. But it'll have the shipper, the seller, here at the bottom right. And it's so slow. Oh my gosh, what's going on? So there it is. That's by bullion exchanges. Okay, so that's something to look at. And then we go back to the future. So there's that. Now let's go to those plus ones. Isn't it interesting, though, that the Walmart is getting into the coin, and they have been for a while, but they're really getting into it now, aren't they? Now let's get over here to plus one action. This is Proverb 8, 15, and 16. It says, through me, kings will reign, and nobles will decree righteousness. 16 says, through me, officials will rule, and nobles all who judge righteously. And I think what that means is that inspiring themselves with the Bible's wisdom, kings become righteous sovereigns, leaders manifest leadership, princes gain authority, and judges remain dedicated to truth and justice. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, you got to aspire to something. Now let's get over to 395 99.9 KOI and Coin News Radio. It's the police walking on the moon. You know, giant steps are what you take, walking on the moon. Yeah, that's an awesome song. I hope you dig it. Now, if you want to know where you can download the Whatnot app, just click this here, and you can download it. You can do it on your computer. You can do it on your phone, whatever's easier for you. And you get $15 credit to spend anywhere on Whatnot, not just my site. It would be cool if you did come hang out and support me on my first show at Whatnot. Now, with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, hey, sub the channel. It's free. I almost said stack the silver. It's not free, though. Stacker out.